Hello everyone! Japan is often known for their off-the-wall bizarre game shows, which more often than not puts contestants in incredibly embarrassing and sometimes even sexual scenarios. The strange is embraced to the max, and it's not unusual to see things you've never seen before. These game shows are entertaining to say the least. 10 of the weirdest Japanese game shows that actually exist. Candy or not candy? The simple premise challenges celebrity contestants to find out what they're putting in their mouth is candy or the everyday object it appears to be. Using an art form known as sakuri, chocolate has been created to look like anything from a shoe to a doorknob. However, unlikely contestants will end up potentially biting into these inanimate everyday objects instead of candy. Daro. This is a Japanese game show from Nippon TV, whose basic premise was a tongue-in-cheek, deadly game. Contestants were put in a room and were tasked with escaping from it, with each room having some way the contestants could fail and die, an obvious fake death, after which they would appear back in the lobby without so much as a scratch, except possibly being soaking wet if they were drowned. It first appeared in Japan back in 2009, and an American version is actually in development, tentatively titled Exit. Tour. When it comes to Japanese game shows, the pressure of answering a question is never enough. Also, getting an answer wrong could mean being subject to truly peculiar punishment. In Tour, the contestant attempts to answer 7 questions before they're completely mummified. Not only are the contestants wrapped in a tightly wound cloth from head to toe, they also get placed in a tomb, potentially quite frightening to the claustrophobic. Human Tetris. This cult Japanese classic series in which spandex-clad contestants in hard hats try to hurl themselves through a series of holes in a wall. Human Tetris, which is one section of the hit Japanese show, has been described as deeply compelling rubbish. The show involves 2 teams of celebrities in shiny, skin-tight catsuits attempting to control their bodies through a moving hole in a wall, and if they fail, well, they fall into water. The Bum Game. Sometimes skill and strategy aren't really requirements in Japanese game shows. This particular game involves girls placing their bottoms in a mold that hides their identities from their contestants. The objective is for the players to try to figure out which rear end belongs to each girl, judging solely on the 2 holes revealing their bums. We can't help but think this one is a little weird. Ak Bingo. What starts out as a seemingly innocuous game of dodgeball ends up with some seriously disturbing consequences for those who get hit. The punishment for being hit by one of the balls is chosen by a comedy duo. Their job is to increase the grotesque factor throughout the game. One punishment involved 2 girls having to blow a large insect in a tube. The loser would end up with the bug in her mouth. What? Let's go to the end of the world. It's just like The Amazing Race, except there's no race. It's just people wandering around the planet, meeting strangers, and doing bizarre tasks because, well, they're on a television show and we need to be entertained. Just how far are contestants willing to go to earn a few yen? Not only will they literally go around the entire world, they'll fight angry bears in the process for our amusement. Thanks, Japan, for one of the more intense game shows. How to correctly wake up girl. In this bizarre game, judges go around a room of attractive girls sleeping on the floor and attempt to wake them up however they please. Okay? The girls are judged according to the cuteness of how they wake up. Those who don't make the cut get a cream pie in the face. We don't know about you, but we think this particular show seems a little sexual for our liking. Have a look for yourself by searching for it here on YouTube. Strip the Girl. In this game, male contestants are put through a series of challenging and embarrassing tasks in order to catch a glimpse of a naked model standing behind a board. The board has numbered boxes, and most challenges involve the contestant having to throw beanbags at the boxes in order to remove the sections one by one. These game shows seem to be getting more bizarre as we go on, right? Spread your legs. I think we've seen it all now. This painful game involves 3 girls, one who spins a wheel, one who sits inside a torture device, and one who manipulates it. The number the wheel lands on results in just how much the torture device is manipulated. The machine spreads the girls' legs further and further apart. How anyone really wins is very unclear to us. What is clear, though, is how strange Japan and their game shows really are. What do you think of these game shows? Would you watch them if they were broadcasted in your country? Let us know. Subscribe to our channel for the strangest videos on the internet, and thank you for watching.